Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते हैं कई भाषाओं में। कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule。
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule。
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehatapan-schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Chương trình của chúng tôi cung ứng nhiều ngôn ngữ. Xin xem suprememastertv.com/schedule.
The first time they ever know that temple exists. Yeah. They found the address and they told me everything like that, and they say I have to give them initiation. My God, at that time I don't know. I didn't know anything about that. Okay? But since they have told me with all that sincerity, they couldn't tell lie.
Please continue watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Brazilian, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, and Thai. 亲切问候慈悲的观众，我是点格，爱好和平的新加坡人民。赞扬您每天都保护弱小。新加坡位居世界的十字路口之一，重要的战略地位使它成为主要的货品集散、贸易往来、通讯和旅游中心。今日，新加坡拥有世上最繁忙的港口、最好的机场和航空公司之一。新加坡也以花园城市闻名于世。虽然岛上的摩天大楼节刺林壁，但是道路两旁花木扶疏，处处可见赏心悦目的植栽，这都得归功于新加坡政府常年努力种植树木、美化环境。新加坡独树一帜，在于和谐地融合种族和文化。早期的移民有马来人、华人、印度人和欧洲人，成为一处民族大熔炉。各种族有其独特的文化，一年四季都有缤纷的特殊节庆，大家一起同乐。有福气的观众，很高兴为您简介成功的新加坡。我们祈祷天堂的光成为您的指路明灯。 青海无上师30多年来，以神圣教理照亮世界。这位完全开悟的名师，传授观音法门，帮助渴望的求道者即刻开悟，一世解脱。所有开悟名师都修观音法门，如佛陀、耶稣基督、先知穆罕默德，祝他平安，以及古鲁那纳克等等。他强调，我们只要时时想念上帝，为他人无私奉献，遵循宇宙律法，将达到人类最高果位，了悟来到地球的目的。青海无上师慈悲为怀，是非凡的在世典范，经常援助难民、街友、灾民和需要帮助的人，给予物资和经济援助，以爱心抚慰他们。青海无上师表示，深深感谢挚爱的上帝，多年来有各界提供财力、物力、人力、心力，赈济灾民和困苦者，参与各项善行义举，并成为上帝的工具，向他的宝贵子女传达慈悲与爱。2006年，他获颁故世和平奖，此奖等同东方的诺贝尔和平奖。他卓越的人道善行，多年来获颁无数奖项，博得世人无数赞誉。他努力为动物发声，提倡和平爱心的植物饮食。他更许下愿景，希望人类领悟众生皆神圣，缔造和平辉煌的纯素世界，动物和人类共存共荣。他以各种方式倡导纯素生活，例如广发传单，您也可以选择这样的生活；创设爱家国际连锁纯素餐厅和无上师电视台。他也经常呼吁政府和媒体领袖，并参加气候变迁视讯会议，无论世人是否警觉，其努力影响世人自具，唤醒人们选择善待动物的生活，并奉行慈悲之道，天下才能永久和平，救地球免于气候变迁。青海无上师多年来足迹遍布全球，从美国到非洲、欧洲到大洋洲，对大众和他的徒弟讲经开示数百场，阐释各种灵性主题。今天有幸为您播出其中一场精辟的开示。师徒之间节目佛教故事插模现报品6集之4 2015年9月7日以英语开示于法国。
Then in this lifetime, whatever you want, your wish will be fulfilled. Wow, don't you wish you be born in the Buddha's time? You're too late, man. All right. Oh, this is a Brahmin man. Heard many people say similar things. Wow, so happy, so glad. And then he worked harder that day. He earned a little money that day because maybe someday he didn't earn that much, That day he earned some money. Yeah, very small amounts of money. But he went to the market and buy a different kind of foods, whatever he can with that money. Yeah. And then all the vegetarian food, vegetable, fruit, and whatever he can with that small money. And then he came with utmost humility and solemnity, invite some of the saintly monk to his house to make offering that day for lunch, the vegetarian lunch, with all the sincerity and respect to wish for a present life fortune. Yeah. He didn't ask for Buddhahood. Maybe too much for him. Okay. His wife name is Saima, meaning peaceful. Yeah. And they don't say if it's four of the above mentioned or not. They just say these saintly monks, after receive the offering of the meal, then they sat there and give them lecture, some advice like this. Sin or merit, it is as if it will follow like a shadow. As if it's the echo of your voice. Yeah, I mean, you can't escape. It follow you everywhere. It is yourself even. Yeah. Whatever you sow, so shall you reap. Yeah. If wanting to erase the sins, the bad karma, the bad deeds, and to have greater merit, then you have to respect the three jewels, meaning the Buddha, the Sangha, the monks, and the Dhamma, the teaching. The Buddha, the monks, his monks, and the teaching. At that time, the living Buddha and the teaching. You have to also take refuge in these three jewels. Yeah, mean Buddha, Sangha, Dhamma. Buddha mean old man, but it's just a respectful call. It means a saintly, enlightened person, enlightened being. Complete enlightened person. Yeah. And then you have to keep the 5 precepts. Yeah. And then you have to observe now and then, the 8 way of purification. And you have to do charity work, to give to the needy, yes. And you also make offering to the saintly beings, yeah. And then, in this lifetime, or in the future lifetime, whatever you wish will come true. The husband and wife prostrated in front of these saintly monks, thanked them and requested them to give them the 3 refuge, like take refuge in the Buddha, take refuge in the monks, assembly, Sangha, and the Dhamma, meaning the teaching of the Buddha, meaning they will keep and revere and study this, the teaching of the Buddhas, and give their life, meaning not give their life, but like subdue, or rely on the Buddha and the Sangha and the teaching, yeah. And they also will keep the 5 precepts, yeah, etc. So that means that day they got initiation. All right. So after that, these saintly monks went back to the ashram where the Buddha stayed. Yeah. Also in this similar time, same period of time, the king of that country, Bansha, he went to the forest, and then now he returned to his palace. Yeah, he saw a person, a criminal, supposed to be criminal, bound on a pole. Standing the pole next to the street, on beside the road. Yeah, that's the way they do it before. I guess somebody committed some crime, and then they just bind that person there so that everybody can see it. Yeah, so they don't do it again. Other people will take that as a warning. Yeah, and they had nothing to eat, to drink. So, and then the criminals, of course, recognizes the king, and he knew the king is very compassionate. The followers of Buddha, of course. So he begged the king for some food and drink. Yeah. And the Buddha, the king promised, he will. Yes. But then when he went back to his palace, he's busy or tired, whatever, and many people bug him or ask him things, he forgot. Yeah. When he remembered it, after he took care of all the business state affair, and then suddenly he remember. But then it's so late already. Midnight, yeah. He asked his servants, the royal servants, to bring food and drink to the criminal bound on the street there. But nobody there. They say, Your Majesty, it's midnight now. Oh, we have fierce animals, and we have demons and a lot. Even we die here, we won't die. We won't go. Even if you kill us, we won't go. Rather die here, safer. Safer to die here than to die there. Isn't that funny? Huh? What kind of talk? Say we'd rather die here than go there. If they're afraid to die there and die here, what's the difference? How can there be such a safe death and non-safe death? It's like ridiculous. People are ridiculous. Because, what they mean is normally in the former life, in former time, long time ago, if you disobey the king, then chop, the king can chop your head, huh? So that's what they meant. They didn't dare to disobey the king, but even if the king killed them, they won't go. Imagine that, huh? If you go there and you die, you do some good deed, no? I'd rather die in safety. What's the use? Okay. All right, so humans are like that, huh? Okay. The king has so much sympathy and compassion for this hungry criminal, yeah. But the law is the law, He committed some bad deed, then he has to suffer that. But that doesn't mean the king didn't feel sorry for the hungry person. Understand? The criminal or the good person, when they're hungry, is the same. They suffer the same pang of hunger. So he feels sorry for that person. And then, so he asked one of his, royal servant to go outside in the vicinity of the palace and pronounce, announcing like that. Today, if anybody bring the food from the king, to give to that criminal hanging out there, some in such and such place, then the king will give 1,000 pieces of gold. Wow! I would go, wouldn't you? I recite the 5 names. I ask for Buddha's protection. Yeah? And then I just go. I take the bike. No, they don't have. Okay. Isn't that funny? Nobody dare to go even with 1,000 pieces of gold. Nobody dare. But the wife of the poor Brahmin, she was thinking to herself. She thought to herself, she often heard that if anybody keep these 8 ways of purification, then even ferocious animals don't dare to harm them. Even demons and ghosts will not dare go near and disturbing them. Yeah. So she has such a faith, and confidence. So she went to ask the king for the food, and she said she will go. Okay. And then the king, before she's leaving, the king said to her, if you come back safely, I give you 1,000 pieces of gold. 1,000 liang, meaning 1,000 maybe ounce or something like that. But it's a lot, no? 1 ounce is an ounce, no? 1,000. Oh, wow. Okay, so when she, on the way to the criminal, she was very sincere and concentrate on the 5 precepts, Buddha, the 5 names, whatever, and the 8 ways of just thinking of that all the time. Yeah, all the time. And she left the city wall. Not long, not far, and then she met my God, she met a demon. Okay. A demon, but the female demons, yeah? This one can harm people. Very bad, yeah. La Shak, Quỷ La Shak. I don't know what's the Quỷ La Shak in English. Probably they only have this in India. They don't have in England. I don't know. I never heard of the name Quỷ La Shak in Vietnam, in England before. So probably they don't have it. All right. Her name is Lamba. And at that time, she just gave birth to 500 little demons. Yeah. Is there another name for demons? Huh? No. Yeah. And at that time, she was very hungry. Of course, after giving birth to 500 demons, imagine how hungry she has been. Tired and hungry. And bad mood, no? Oh, when she saw Miss Simon coming to what? She wanted to jump to her, catch her, and eat. Yeah. But because Simon already is already a vegetarian. Yeah, or maybe vegan even. Let's say vegan, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because they're so poor, how can they buy any cheese to eat? So I presume vegan. See how good vegan is for you. So being poor is a good thing also. You cannot eat meat. You can't, yeah? Maybe rarely, huh? Okay, so now the demon didn't dare, so scared of her. I didn't dare to touch her. And then, but the demon asked her, but in a polite tone now, because knowing she's a saintly person, following the saintly way now. So she asked her, elder sister, like Sư姐, elder sister, where are you going? Do you have some food for me? Can you share some with me? Can you give me a little bit? And she gave, Simon took some of the food for the criminal and gave it to her. Yeah. It's very little, but because the demon, they also have some power, So it's okay, feel good. Eat a little bit and use some, a little bit and use some power to multiply to make it much. So she feels satisfied. Yeah. And then, so the demon was happy. No, in Buddhist liturgy, meaning offering to the ghost, you have some kind of mantra when you recite it, and you throw just some water, some drops of water in your hand. I can do it, just I don't do it anymore. And then a little bit of food, just this, and it's multiply a lot. And thousands of ghosts, hungry ghosts, can be satisfied with that. Yeah. I used to do that when I was in a temple, and so many of them coming. Yeah, that even one of the ghost busters, she was so scared. She's scared. She ran up to my room at night. She came up and she said, "No, I don't dare stay down there." I said, "What's the difference? It's the same house." You think the ghosts cannot come up? So they say, she said, no, they don't dare, because here you have many Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, meaning enlightened masters from the past, and also a lot of angels. They don't dare come up here. Yeah. Later, she became one of my disciples, the ghost buster who is afraid of ghosts. Later, she visited me also. It's not just her alone. There were several of them together. They are a group of so-called white witch, They do exorcisms and all that. casting ghosts and, driving demon away. But they were so scared because too many, a lot of number of them. Even though the temple was small, I was keeping the temple for some monk, and I had to do it while he's not there. Then later she visited me in in my mountain place in Taiwan. It's the same stuff happened again. She's so scared. She said, "It goes everywhere, and how can you live here?" I said, "They do nothing to me. Why are you afraid?" You're supposed to make the ghost afraid. Why are you afraid of the ghost? Caught you. Gotcha. Yeah. Because the altar, is downstairs, and it's a big hall. Sometimes the abbot invites his disciple to come meditate and all that. And that's where the Buddhas, and that's where we do the mantra to feed the hungry ghosts as well. So, and nearby there's a room, and I gave it to them as a guest room. Oh, they don't dare sleep. The both of them running up to my room. My room's so small already. I say, "Hey, there's no room here." I say, "Okay, we sit outside on the corridor, and they all sit together." "How can you live here alone?" I had no choice. I don't have friends like you. I don't have a husband. Whom should I live with? It's a temple, and I'm a nun. What do you think I live? Whom do you think I should live with? It's so funny. I say, "You are not afraid?" I say, "No, humans are more scary than ghosts." They're more afraid of humans than ghosts. Ghosts, they don't do nothing to me. So I said, "Don't worry, ghosts, they don't do nothing." But they didn't trust me still. They still hang around, Yeah, I think they're still alive now in New York, maybe older now. No, cannot be that old. Cannot be. About my age or more or less. Cannot be. And they found me all by themselves. At that time, I was just a small, humble nun cleaning toilet and bathroom every day and cooking for people in the temple. Nobody knew me. I didn't even know myself. I didn't know who I was. Yeah. And then they found it because some some angel or something tell them. They also have the inner master, Yeah, different. Tell them that they should come to so-and-so address. Yeah, and then find such and such person. And she'll give you initiation. And you'll be a better, spiritually better, yeah. So they found me. I didn't even know anybody in that city. I'm new, New York, I just stay in the temple. That's it. I knew nothing except the nearby supermarket. Yeah, when I have to go and buy things to come home, cook for people, cook for the people in the temple. But at that time, nobody there. Yeah. When the abbot is there, then people come, but if not, then nobody there. So only me there alone. Yeah. And then they found it. The first time they ever knew the temple exists. Yeah. They found the address and they told me everything like that. And they said, I have to give them initiation. My God, at that time I didn't know. I didn't know anything about that. Okay? But since they have told me with all that sincerity, they couldn't tell lie. If they want to go there, they would find the abbot. If they're Buddhist, if they knew anything, then he's more famous than I. He has disciples there, not too many, but about hundreds or something. And he went lecture in different universities sometimes. And if anybody famous is he. I only stick in the temple, cleaning the bathroom and do cooking, nothing else, not going anywhere. He never took me anywhere. And none of his disciples knew who I am or what I do anyway, just a small nun. That's it, okay? So they knew exactly the address, and they knew my name. But they didn't say, they say, Master Ching. Master Ching. And they even show my face to them so that they will recognize me when I come. So I had to believe them. So I gave them initiation. And later, it's so good that they even came visit me in Taiwan. At that time, I also wasn't famous in Taiwan. I just stayed in one of the mountain. We bought it very cheap, and in tent together. Yeah, no electricity, nothing. We have a stream, the water come down, and we use that to cook and drink. That's it. Yeah.
迷人的观众，感谢您一同收看今天的师徒之间节目《佛教故事插魔现爆品》6集之4，请锁定无上师电视台，观赏更多正面的节目。焦点新闻之后，将播出智慧之语、佛教圣典、妙法莲华经第3章节录8集之1。愿神圣的智慧时时指引着您。May you always be guided by divine wisdom.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule e suprememastertv.com/BMD.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते हैं कई भाषाओं में। कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule और suprememastertv.com/BMD。
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule 和 suprememastertv.com/BMD。
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-schedule dan suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-BMD.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule و suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Chương trình của chúng tôi cung ứng nhiều ngôn ngữ. Xin xem suprememastertv.com/schedule và suprememastertv.com/BMD.